So since we just put coilovers on my car and it's a whole lot lower, we need to make a skid plate to save my oil pan from getting ruined. So we've got this here piece of metal and we are going to make a skid plate. What we're doing is we're cutting out little sections like this, and then we're going to be welding them together, and we will have it mounted to the steering rack and to the radiator support on the bottom. So yeah, let's get to going. So right here we have this piece cut out, and this is what is going to mount to the power steering. And yeah, so I'm going to mark where we need to drill to fit it on the power steering rack. And then we're going to be dropping it down an inch and then making a straight plate and then bringing it up to the radiator support. Should be pretty good. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a perfect time to make a skid plate. So we have this piece done here. This is where it's going to bolt under the power steering rack. It's going to mount up like this, and then it will drop down. And then over here we've got a little jig that we're going to use to try to actually bend the rest of it. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Hopefully it does, because that would be nice and quick. So we have the bracket out, that's hot, that we're going to be putting on the steering rack here, and it's welded onto the main piece, which we actually bent. And then there will be a piece right here that goes flat, and then that will mount to the radiator support. It's like 5:30, maybe 6 in the morning. We started at like 2. Progress. Yeah, look
got hella Scooby snacks in your beer, bro.
Dude, you got some Scooby snacks. Alright, so what I've done here with the skid plate is I have welded on to it 4 screws. What we're going to do next is we're going to make a cut here, and then we're going to flip this over and weld it onto the core support. These are all 10mm screws. They're relatively small, and the idea is that any hit that the skid plate takes will be dispersed up front instead of having pressure points on the core support. It'll be dispersed by this plate, and then if it's hard enough to break anything, we're hoping that it will break these bolts instead of bending the core support or breaking back here by the steering rack. Alright guys, so I'm under the E30 now. As you can see, there's my oil cooler and my lip and the radiator right here. So here's the core support, and I've got all these tacks running along that piece of metal that we had the screws welded on. It's not super pretty, but we got it sealed with a layer of epoxy primer. And here's the skid plate. So we have that final bend in, and we have the holes cut out. So basically you just line this all up on those holes and then screw it in, and it comes in and out in about 5 minutes. So it's a good design. We can get it out quickly, and it's definitely working. I've had it in the car for a little over 2 weeks now, and as you can see, it's taken some pretty good hits. One there, and then there's a pretty gnarly one down here where it actually kind of bent the bottom. But you can see it's doing its job, keeping my oil pan safe. And I'm really happy with how it came out. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. The skid plate works really well. It fit up really nice actually. And I'm super excited to have it because I can finally drive around without puckering my butt every time I hit a pothole or a speed bump or a rock in the road. But in the next video, we're going to be doing another install on the car. Whether or not it is one or the other, you guys get to pick. So your options are: you can watch us put in an electric fan from a 318 E36, or you can watch us install and compare the Miller War Chip and MAF conversion with my E30 stock performance. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments section. You guys are going to see both of these. Whichever one you don't pick will probably be the following video. So there will be a electric fan conversion and there will be a MAF / chip install conversion ideally. Just let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. And yeah.